Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another one? And yo, hold on, Faz is here, bruv. Faz is in the building, bruv. Yo, 1 second.
Oh, good, man.
Yo, big up the chat. What you man telling me?
Blessings. You getting your steps in, fam?
Yeah, bro. Listen, we're almost there now, innit? We're almost there, bruv. So I'm just killing two birds with one stone, bro. You know
Rants is just avoiding old age right now, man. Just walking.
You do, yo.
Look
What
at
you saying,
Rants
Faz?
walking, man.
Avoiding old age, bro. Like, you look older than me, fam. What are you talking about?
No, I do not. No.
Yes, you do, bro. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, bro.
Look at my
new
trim.
Yeah? Yes, you do, bro. I'm getting my haircut tomorrow or Thursday, blood. And when I shave my beard, bro, I'm shaving 10 years off my life, bro.
Lee Gunner lives in Spain, but I'm the one that looks Spanish now. Hola, como estás?
You don't look Spanish, bro. You don't look Spanish, bro. You look like a Sri Lankan cricket player. That's what you look like. You don't look Spanish. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. Nah, man. It's good, man. I'm excited.
Them Sri Lankans with them 20-digit names, blood. I swear down, bro. That's what you look like. I know what you're talking about.
Respect Muralidharan, man. Muralidharan, famous cricketer, man, for Sri Lanka. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, brother, listen.
You talking about Murali?
Like one of the blood. The man's trying to say I look old and that.
Nice, all right, man. You still, at the end of the day, you got wisdom on your beard, so that's the most important thing.
I do. Do you know what I'm saying? I absolutely do, bro. So the game is the game. You know what I mean? So, I'm saying we're doing what we need to do, man. Big up the chat, bro. The chat's already popping off. You already know what time it is, and we're moving the face off to Thursday. The stream, guys. We're moving the stream to Thursday now, so it's not today.
Oh, shit, you streaming it here, yeah?
It's going to be Thursday instead.
Okay, you streaming it here, yeah? Streaming it to your
YouTube?
Yeah,
it'll be live here. And also the press conference will be, I'm going to stream the press conference and the weigh-in live here as well. You get me? So
sick. Yeah, man, lock in for that.
Yeah, we're cool, man. So big up everyone inside. Obviously, the breaking news, the elephant in the room, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Faz's victim, Garnacho, is almost out of here, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Final details now. You know what I'm saying? Final details now for Chelsea. You pay the money.
Ironic that it's this day and it's YouTube with Garnacho leaving because YouTube had the biggest statements on him. That's the craziest part. You know what I'm saying? So
I can't say anything until you see in battle. You do not act like your ops are dead until they are doing the ceremony, where they where they're getting all the flags.
Man. You always have to shoot them in the head to make sure they don't come back. You know them ones. That's what it is. Two to the body, one to the head. This is what it is.
So I'm gonna until I see the shirt and the pen to paper with the family pictures, because I've seen a lot of transfer windows fail, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. I no comment, nothing until I see that full thing happen. But it is what it is.
Is there any reports of price? Because all I've seen is there's supposed to be a here we go soon, it's close. But has there been any report?
They're saying Manchester United will accept an overall package of 50. So it doesn't have to be 50. So United are trying to get a 40 plus 10. And Chelsea are trying to pay as little as possible because they know that we want to sell. And they know that he only wants Chelsea in it. So that's what it is.
Nah, that is, if we can get 40 plus 10, fantastic. If we can get 40, just get him gone. It's a phenomenal deal all around, whether it's 30, whether it's 40, whether it's 50 or anywhere in between. Just get him gone. This deal should have been done sooner.
Yeah, Fabrizio actually put it out there, didn't he? It's just like I don't know, was it 4 or 5 days ago, something like that? He said Garnacho is going to be a Chelsea player. It's just a matter of when. It's like it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. That's all it is. That's literally what he tweeted. So it's just a matter of time, isn't it, till it happens? Because he's not registered for Argentina. He's not registered for our preseason. He's not done nothing with the team. He's training individually, if I'm not mistaken, or something. So yeah, it's just what it is. It's not even a topic of conversation. I'll be real. It's just like that. It's not even a topic of conversation. We got nicer things to talk about, in essence. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think that's the nicest, him potentially leaving, man. I love that conversation, man. And the fact that it's coming closer is even better. Like, and selling into them even better because we owe them lot. So get him gone so they can enjoy him, like dealing with his stands and even scratched at him as a player overall. Like, oh, make it happen. Should have done happened as well. Make it happen.
Yeah. He didn't get into the Argentina squad, man. That was a ouch.
World Cup,
you know, as they say, what's understood doesn't need to be said. That's just what it is.
Well, that's just what it is. Say it all the time when it comes to a World Cup year.
They mash up his picture as well outside OT, innit?
Wait, what?
Yeah, they do you not know that his poster outside OT on the stadium?
Yeah,
they went and like drew like crosses over it and vandalized it.
Mad thing. And that's crazy. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Yeah, that is mad. But it goes to show when people talk about players loving the club, man wants out. You feel me? It's made it clear he wants out. But this player who's supposed to love the club and did dare and die for the badge and all this rubbish, man. It just goes to show, man. Nonsense. That's what it is.
They vandalized it on that. They said the picture because they found out the Chelsea tweet and then they went and vandalized it. This was the Arsenal game.
Crazy.
In the Arsenal
I didn't know that. No, it was news to me. Yeah. Legit.
But what we saying, man? We're looking at a new midfielder. You know what I mean?
That's what they're saying. They're saying that we are. But bro, listen, I'm just glad that we're looking at the places that need to be
addressed.
Yeah, addressed. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like our biggest problem, well, not our biggest problem specifically, but the stuff that a lot of people were talking about was saying that these guys don't have a plan. Looks like they do.
Who is this midfielder? Do you like either of you two? I don't know nothing about him. Either you two know anything about this midfielder? Because I don't know anything about him whatsoever.
I know he's black.
But I hear it. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Listen, but man, he's Cameroonian heritage as well, blood. Do you know
don't let that shit fly over your head, man. Don't let that shit fly over your head, man. That shit important to me, bro. That shit.
Guys, but I was looking for more info. I wasn't looking for the color of his skin. That's not what I was looking for.
To me, bro.
I'm saying I was looking more so for the quality of the football and what he possesses, like that. Even give me his nationality.
Paul Pogba suffered for us to be free. You get me?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm free. I feel like I'm still suffering. You know what I'm saying?
We need vibes, but I'm a bit. I'll be honest. I'm really actually upset with Brighton. I'm really upset. I'm really upset because I don't like how they're making Baleba dance. They said, that's crazy. No, they said dance for me, boy. This is a mad thing.
But they do it with everyone, so we can't be mad at Brighton for doing what Brighton always do, fam.
When did Brighton, have the Premier League on this sort of chokehold, man? Like I can have a respect for Crystal Palace, seasoned Barclays team, I can have a respect for Brentford, come up, Bournemouth. But Brighton, they don't want to win no domestic cup. They don't want to get in no Europe. I don't know what the hell they want to do. They just, bro, them European, them American companies that go to Africa and mine all the minerals and sell it to Europe. These guys just freaking buying and selling, bro. It's not even an academy hype. Am I lying? Am I lying?
Jesus Christ, you are.
A couple years ago, it was Evan Ferguson drop 100 M's.
Yeah, but my point is, because that's the Brighton model. We know Brighton buy cheap and then sell when the players play well. They buy. What did they do with Belieber? What did they do with Belieber that you're not happy with?
This is pissing me off, bro. Caicedo,
McAllister. What did they do with Belieber in particular that you're upset about?
Bro, they told him dance for me, boy.
They didn't say that.
Listen, fans, I would absolutely normally agree with you, but I believe that what they're asking is his market value based on what everyone else has gone for, based on
Rants.
Declan Rice, based on Enzo Fernandez, based on Caicedo. It's 100% factual that he's worth between 100 and 115 million. He is.
I hear it. But you see what I don't like? I don't like the cheek of it, saying come back next year. What do you mean?
Yeah,
because they know there's going to be a bidding war next year, bro. They're playing
there's going to be a new model next year. Every year there's a new iPhone. Every year there's a new freaking BMW, bro.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. But this is why Man United need to buy now. Because my thing is, it's like you can't take the gamble, innit? Like it's one of them ones where with certain players like a Matoma or whatever, they have their one season. Kudus had their one season. West Ham should have sold Kudus off the back of a great season. They didn't, and then they ended up losing him for cheap. So it's a gamble on both sides. Do you know what I mean? If Baleba don't have a good season, they can't ask for 115 million next season because he's got less time on his contract.
Yeah.
And there's going to be less people interesting. Do you see what I'm saying?
I don't think it's cheap. I think it's if you're them, I'd do the same thing.
Yeah,
I'd run the risk with Baleba.
Okay, but what? Fair enough. But like I say, 6 months is a long time in a football world, bro. Come January, some next kid comes out the block and he's hot.
You mentioned Ferguson because Ferguson was that guy, and then he injuries I know didn't help, but didn't perform injuries, and then his stock plummeted. So if I'm Brighton, I'm looking at it with Baleba. I'd hold on to. Also on the pitch as well because they finished 8th. They were close to Europe last season. I think they only missed out on goal difference. Otherwise, they would have been in the Conference League. So I think that's also how they look at it too as well. So
I don't get this thing, man.
That's their thing, man. They buy cheap and sell like,
high, bro. This
and sell high.
Amazon Marketplace thing that they're doing, man. You know them man that do Amazon.
Bro, I hear what you're saying, but I could see it from both angles, innit? Because like I said, next season he's got less time on his contract. Because he's got less time on his contract, that automatically means unless he has a great season this season, he's cheaper.
Yeah,
that's what happens. So they're taking a big fucking gamble. Do you know what I mean? And this is football as well, because players get injured. You know, like that. And even though he's got a good injury record, all it takes is one injury and he's out for 3-4 months. And all of a sudden, you can't ask for what you was asking for before. So
he's young.
Yeah, he's 21. So with that being said, they're banking on him having another great season this season, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're banking on it. Someone in the chat saying bid for Wharton. The problem is, I believe Wharton is the kind of player that we're missing, not Baleba. However, we need both. But I'm saying, if I had to choose one, in terms of what would take us here to the moon right now, it's a player like Wharton that can get on the ball and play in it, because that's what we were missing when we had Bruno and Ugarte in that pivot against Arsenal. No one can play football in there. You see what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, Eze's just agreed to go Spurs. Fucking Mark Guehi, they're saying he's holding out for Liverpool or something like that. So if they're gonna sell Guehi and Eze, they're not selling Wharton. So that's a non-starter. So that's a next season thing as well.
And they'll want big money for him. They'll probably want the same amount or even more than Brighton wants.
They'll want at least 100 million for Wharton, and I believe you have to play that. You have to pay it.
And it'll be more than that because you add in the fact the English tax as well. They definitely 100% they looking at.
I'll pay 100 million for Wharton right now, but the facts are, he's worth more than Declan Rice. So we're gonna have to pay 105, 110 next season. He's going for 100 and something again, bro. Like, bruv, these two guys, based on the going rate in the Premier League, you're paying 100 million for both of them. You are. There's no getting away from it.
Yeah, you ain't getting them for cheaper than that. You ain't. And for me, for Baleba, you go pay it. I don't know why what we're waiting for. Go pay the money. Go pay the money for Baleba.
I have a funny thought. Is Brighton are gonna give Baleba 25-30 racks a week in January and say, listen,
bro, at the end of this window, they have to give him an improved deal, and they'll probably put a release clause in it. If they don't do that, they're fucked, because he's on 12K a week, bro.
They're stupid. And if I'm not mistaken, Rants, certain contracts have that, don't they? That if a club comes and if a bid is approached, and if you reject the bid, you have to give the player a new deal with better terms, basically.
Some contracts
like that. It can happen.
Some contracts are like that, because you see it like with Grealish.
Frimpong had that straight away, didn't he, when he made the new deal? And then he came next.
Yeah, because you can negotiate whatever you want. Because I think even when Grealish went to City, I think at Villa it was if a top 6 side goes in for him or top 4.
That was the clause. Same with Elise. Elise had the same clause. If a Champions League team comes in, then he's allowed to leave. Do you know what I'm saying? And if they're outside the Prem, it's a certain amount of money. If it's in the Prem, it's a certain amount. So obviously it was cheaper for Bayern to get him than it would have been for Chelsea or whoever to get him.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at with it. It's like with Baleba, pay the money. We need him now. What we talking about? We need midfielders. Yes, it's pluralized, but we know what Baleba brings. You know what he is. You look at it. Go and get him. Don't run the risk of 1 being in a bidding war next season and 2 him being even more expensive. We're the only place for him now. Go get him.
You got to look at which teams are going to be in for him next season as well. And
potentially a lot. You never know. Chelsea, they buy everything, so you never know. Liverpool might decide to go and look at him. You've got Real Madrid, who just will stockpile talent. Barcelona are rich broke. You know what I'm saying? Never got no money, but able to buy players. There's multiple teams who might look at him potentially. I don't want that. None of them might. All of them might say no, and it might just be us next season. But you don't want to run that risk.
But I don't think it will just be us. Just as soon as teams know he's available, there automatically will be interest. Even if it's not strong interest, there still will be some. Yeah. I think the fact that there hasn't been a lot of interest this year is because nobody thought he was available. Apart from us, we tried the thing.
Which is crazy to me to think that, because we know what Brighton's model is. That's the maddest part. Brighton,
but I just think that midfield position this year has not been an urgent concern for many teams. And obviously, Arsenal had Zubimendi already lined up. Yeah. City had Reinders lined up. You know what I mean? Liverpool haven't addressed the midfield because they don't feel that they need to. Do you know what I mean? And also, Baleba wouldn't be the profile of a midfielder they would need anyway, because they'll be looking for a holding midfielder. You know what I mean? And he's not that. So
yeah, he's more someone who's more physical, which is what
exactly. And Chelsea are coming there at the moment. Yeah. So this year is the only year that we'll get a free run at it. Yeah. I think if it goes to next year, when you look at Chelsea, for instance, I think that this will be Lavia's last year unless he does something amazing, because he can't stay fit, and Chelsea don't tend to be patient. So
they ain't gonna be with that.
Do you know what I mean? They could end up trying to move Lavia on. And yeah, bro, them and Brighton already got a fucking direct debit set up. So do you know what I'm saying?
Standing order.
So I'll be more concerned about them. Do you know what I mean? And this thing about Rice, listen, Rice is shit. Everyone talks about Man United, cooking the market. Arsenal fucked the market by paying 110 million for that scrub. So when everyone wants to talk about Man United and the market, you man fuck the market. Because remember when these Arsenal men were talking about, let's set up a GoFundMe and give West Ham more money?
I do remember rubbish. That. Yeah.
You guys rubbish. Man got hooked the other day.
Yeah, we was.
Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? Bro, listen, Rice, man was looking like biryani, bro. You know them way there? What's man talking about? You know what? It's true, fans. Do you know what I'm saying? He was looking like biryani, bro. He was looking like a knockoff, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it was. So I ain't even trying to hear that. 110 million for that. Mad thing. Can't even lie, bro. Can't even lie. It's a madness. So because of that, everyone's comparing midfield prices to him, whether we like it or not. It's him and Caicedo they're comparing it to. Caicedo just is a world champion.
Yeah, and he's a quality player. When you look at it from the Premier League perspective, that's why, to me, even without the Rice deal, Baleba still worth the money. Yeah. But what he brings, where he's at now, and how much better he can be, and his age, bring him in. That's what I'd say. Bring him in. Go get him. Yeah. They want 110, 120. I ain't gonna lie. That if he's what we think he is, that would be cheap. He's there for 10 years, that's cheap. He's there for 6 years and performs at a level, that's cheap. Like, I don't understand the reluctance it seems to pay the money. I don't know why.
I think the valuation of 70 isn't absurd. I think that's fair. The market value might be whatever, cool, market high, but it's what someone's willing to pay, innit, at the end of the day. And Man United are willing to pay 70. I think I'll be honest, 85 plus 12, 15 gets it done. I'll be deadly honest. I think 85 really, really gets it done, plus some add-ons. Because
but you know what it is, though?
Reject that
85. It's the way Man United want to pay that.
Yeah,
85.
That's it.
You know what I'm way there. This is what it is.
That's it.
Let's see it. Like, it's one of they gonna want big money from. They sold Caicedo for whatever they sold him for. They're gonna want in excess of 100 million.
Caicedo went for 100 large, innit? So
yeah, it's a no-brainer for Baleba to get him now for 100.
Yeah. The one thing is they already sold João Pedro, innit? So it's not like they're short for cash, because you know that if they make 60, the replacement costs 3 million. Like, so you know it's not like they're spending big money to replace big money sales. They're not doing that. So they don't need the money.
They live in the green. That's their.
They've had their one sale for the summer already.
They live in the green.
Mad how they do this business, man.
It was crazy. I thought he was going to get my money when Sunderland to replace Baleba Siddiqui, because I'd watched him. He was at USG, and obviously they're under the same group. And I thought he was just going to sell Baleba and bring in Siddiqui, but he ended up going Sunderland as well. So I mean, they ended up going Sunderland. So it'd be interesting to see what they do. But you know they've got the Baleba replacement lined up. We already know. So when they, you know what, when they go target him, go get him too. Whoever Brighton target next, go buy him.
They're saying the replacements already at the club though.
Ah, fuck. We missed out, man. Hey, go
That's
buy
what
him
they're
now.
saying.
Go put a down payment.
Probably in the youth team, bro. And they probably thought, yo, one more year. And like this thing here is killing me, you know. This statement. We need a statement signing, brother. Like Cunha and Mbeumo won a statement. This is how I know Man United fans are spoiled, you know. Look at the window we've had. We signed the striker that Arsenal wanted. Their first choice striker. We signed him. We signed Cunha and Mbeumo. Do you know what I'm saying? That's got a combined 35 Premier League goals or something like that last season. Yeah. Man, I'm talking about a statement signing. Yeah. Statement's been made. We finished 15th last year.
Yeah. And to me, even outside of the statement, just go get the players in we need statement on. That's the statement. Go addressing the areas we need with quality. Go get a midfielder and go get a goalkeeper. Go and do those two things. Because that's what cost us in this game against Arsenal. Midfielder mistake and a goalkeeper mistake. Two areas that should have been addressed. Well,
the statement would be to put this manager, bro. That would be the statement, innit? But we just need to wait and see. You know them ones. The reason why I'm not too adamant about this manager sacking yet here is because I'm kind of happy with what I saw here in the one game. I wasn't happy with what I saw in pre-season, but I was happy with what I saw in that game. However, we know Man United always turn up for the games against the big teams. Let's see what we do against the Burnleys and the Fulhams.
Yeah.
Then I will make my mind up as to whether the players just turned up against Arsenal because they always turn up in the big games, or if actually we might be onto something and maybe he deserves a bit more time. But I'll be honest, we have to smoke Fulham and Burnley.
I don't think we are smoking Fulham and Burnley. I think you mentioned there about the players being up for the Arsenal game. Yes, because that game was very reminiscent of the 3 games we played them in. The 2 in the league and the 1 in the FA Cup as well. And Bremer and Cunha showed their quality. We did defend well, but his manager was still a nonsense from the jump. Lineup, I was going to get to this, awful. Lineup was a defensive, super defensive lineup. Why?
It was nasty.
Super defensive lineup? Why are you playing Dalot over on the side that Madueke or Martinelli's going to be there? Why? They're 2 players who defend themselves. I don't get it. Mount in the attacking 3. Why? Even though I thought he had a decent game before you go, he was decent defensively. Play Heaven. It's the future. He can carry the ball better than a Luke Shaw. Where's the attack? I've been saying this.
To be fair, Luke Shaw done all right.
Yeah, he did well defensively. He did, but I still don't want him in the side. But he did do all right defensively. Take Bremo and Cunha out of the side and look at the 8 other players in the 11. Well, the outfield players, the over 8 outfield players. Where are the goals and assists coming from? Where's the creativity coming from? Like, where is it coming? Like, who scored? It was literally those 2. No one else there is a consistent.
Listen, Ahmad had a knock, bro. Listen, I'll believe it when I see it, mate. Yeah, you know them ones. Cool, I don't believe that personally.
We already back, man. We already back. We had a knock, so he could play 50. He could play up on the 55th minute, but not.
If you can play 55 minutes, you didn't have no fucking knock, bro.
You know them. He played almost the whole half. He played almost.
Bro, I don't know about all that. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, innit? Like, I want to see him start the next game. I need to see a very attacking lineup. I want to see Sesko from the start, or I need to see Xerxes in from the start. One of them 2 need to start. I don't want to see Mount from the start. I don't want to see Dalot either. You know them ones. Crazy. Change them 2, and then we see what happens. Yeah, I believe we cook if we change them 2.
Yeah, I see that too, but I don't think he changes them 2. I think he goes with the same 11 because I think he thinks it went wrong.
He can't go with Mount.
He's gonna go with the same.
Please, no. Again, no.
He went with the. I'm telling you, Rants. In my opinion, the reason why I think he goes with the same 11 was he look at the Arsenal game and go, "We played well," which I do disagree with. We deserve to win. We were the better side. So we're therefore, hey, let's go with this against Fulham. He didn't change it at halftime. He thought it was going well enough to not change anything at halftime. Look how long it took him to make attacking changes. It's terrible. Go on, first. My bad.
Businesses need employees that don't do overtime just as much as they need employees that do overtime. You need certain employees who come in, clock in, do their work, go home. That is Diogo Dalot. He's an accommodator. He just accommodates. And that is all he is. The fan base's expectation of him, of the wing back, like a Patrick Dorgu, like a Frimpong or whatever. This is
I forgot your Dalot Defense League.
No, I'm not a DDL. I am not a DDL. I'm just telling you.
You are head honcho, CEO.
Patrick Dorgu is my latest investment. Yeah, he's my latest
investment. All right, cool. Yeah, all right, cool. I can support that.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, you also need employees that turn up to work. Come November and December, when Diogo Dalot is outside breathing out smoke because it's cold, I will be here because he turns up to work. In 2025, I will not sit here and allow an employee that's been on sick leave and has been chatting to the union on how to milk this club and he performed well. No, sir, sorry, I cannot allow that.
Yo, Faz, you've lost me.
Who do you think?
With the analogy? I don't know. I'm lost.
Man, keep up.
I'm lost. Please explain, man. This is you.
Luke Shaw and Mason Mount are the Premier League Union's favorite players.
Yeah, what does that have to? They shouldn't be playing. I agree, but
I am sat here. Listen. I cannot allow. Yeah, you know how you say objection in the court. I cannot allow such unadmissible statements. Luke Shaw played well, but Diogo Dalot cannot do this. Mason Mount was tidy.
No, but Luke Shaw at left centre back, bro. Like we all know, this is his favorite position, bro. Like his best position. He can't run, bro.
But Faz, I said Luke Shaw did play well at left-sided centre back.
Left centre back is Luke Shaw's best position by far.
Yeah, however, I don't want to see him there because Heaven, who has played well and deserves.
Yeah, but Aiden was injured, innit? And if Aiden's injured, I'll rather see Luke Shaw left centre back than see Harry Maguire centre back and see De Ligt at right centre back. I'll rather see De Ligt centrally. Centre back, De Ligt is our best player, bro. Centre back, it's bro, different. Like we missed him towards the end of last season.
I'm not trying to see Maguire in the team.
I missed Lisandro's passing, bro. Lisandro's passing. From that,
Alessandro can do one. I'll be honest,
but he's passing. He can pass the ball.
But so can Luke Shaw, bruv.
Yeah, the point I was making about is that in regards to Heaven was on the bench, so I'm not too sure about the injury, but it's like I ain't trying to see Luke Shaw, who has the capabilities at left-sided centre back to play well, to be playing week in, week out. Like this needs to be. Maguire shouldn't be playing at all. Dalot shouldn't be playing at all. We know what Dalot offers going forward. Nothing. He offers nothing going forward. Defensively, fine, but he's got two players there. When he played against Madueke, played against Martinelli, two players in basketball terms guard themselves. You don't have to worry about them from an attacking standpoint because they give you. Ask Arsenal fans about their left-hand side. So why is Ahmad not playing? You know what I'm saying? Why is people say, oh, Sesko's not ready? Nonsense. And if Sesko's not ready, why is he not ready? Why are we signing him so late?
It was the day before the game. He was in Manchester, man, shopping for clothes. He ain't even got clothes.
But my point is, you don't need clothes to play football. You just need your kit. But the point I'm making is, why is it so late? You don't. Why did we sign him so late, Faz? That's my issue. Settle in. Why we knew the season was starting. The date just didn't get thrust upon us. We knew when the season started. What we talk about, same way Rants has got a boxing bout. When boxers miss weight, what do we say? How are you missing weight?
You have to take accountability, bro.
Take account. So I'm saying to the club, even though I think Sesko was ready, people are saying, oh, he wasn't. Why was he not ready? That's my point.
The thing is, the manager said that Sesko was ready physically. The only reason why he didn't play Sesko, is because he was being negative. Let's be honest. Do you know what I mean? Because he said it. He said physically he's ready, and Sesko's been playing pre-season. Gyökeres played for Arsenal, and he ain't physically ready. Do you know what I'm saying? So he could have played Sesko if he was being positive. The manager didn't play him because he's shook. He didn't play him for the same reason why he didn't play Ahmad. Do you know what I'm saying? And he didn't play Kobe, and he chose to bring on Ugarte. Like, bro, the manager didn't make one attacking sub, bro. So
someone mentioned a very good point earlier today. I was speaking to a Man United fan. They said we played like we didn't want to lose. We didn't play like we wanted to win.
Yeah,
and that's true. I don't want to see. I'm not having it, pal. I'm a toppity top red, like Ligona would say. I'm not having it. I'm seeing Harry Maguire on the wing like it's a cup game.
Brother, like, even the fact that Harry Maguire touched pitch, bro. Like, we're trying to get the winner, bro. Like, why do we need to put on the centre back?
See the bench. We had Xerxes on the bench, Sesko on the bench, Maino on the bench, Ahmad on the bench. Why is Maguire attacking? Why? I seen the bench and I was like, yo, the bench is better than the 11. It's a good bench.
Bro, Cunha played out of his skin, taking on 5-6 man like he's playing in an international competition. These players play like this when they're in international competition. This is not sustainable. That was not a sustainable performance. You know what it was? People enjoyed the passes from Casemiro to Mbeumo, and they were like,
he was
wow.
pinging it.
They were wild. But guess what? When you have Diet Coke for a long while and then you have the 100 sugar Coke, it hits your nerves like crack because you've had sugar and you're like, damn, this shit's sugary. Nah, bitch, you were just having Diet Coke for so long. That's all it is. This football that we're playing now, this is just bog standard.
It is, but it feels way better because we haven't seen nothing like this. Like this is what we played under this
manager. The issue, because the bar is in hell, we are now praising
100%.
Because the bar is all
bro,
the way
I'm not
in
disputing that.
Yeah, and I know
not
you agree with that, Rants. And that's where my issue lies. People, it was good, it was great. No, we've just been terrible. You know what I'm saying?
But the mad thing is, under Van Gaal, we were doing exactly what we did, in that game every single week, bro, and they still wanted him out. Mm-hmm. We had loads of the ball, couldn't score.
Yeah, because I want this man defensive.
We had loads of the ball and couldn't score, bro. It was the same. It's exactly the same.
About us setting up not to win. Like, how are you setting up not to win in a home game?
Yeah.
And people say, Mason Mount played well. I keep saying, what
the difference was, though, Van Gaal was picking attacking lineups, bro. My man, he found a way to play Rooney, Van Persie, and fucking Falcao at the same time. You know them ones. Like, he was picking attacking lineups. Do you know what I mean? That was the difference. Like, this brother is finding a way to not play as many attacking players as possible. Like, he's done the opposite.
He's scared, and Arsenal were poor, and that's what annoys me so much. Is that if
the Arsenal were shocking. They are nasty, bro. One set piece goal, and they just chew the rest of the game. Absolutely, no, you can't have respect for that, bro. I hear it. Away from home, first game of the season.
I nearly fell off the treadmill. Please tell me that Trossard contract extension ain't real, blood. I thought they were signing Eze, bro. Nah, don't say this to me. Don't say this to me, bro. Don't say this to me right now, bruv. Don't say this right now. Nah, this is incredible, blood. Bro, what happened to Eze, man? Bro.
What about Rodrigo? Remember Arsenal were in Rodrigo?
Hey, what was it? But a badness on that. How are you going to give a fucking pay rise to a bench warmer?
Yeah, new contract. Yeah, you got a new deal.
Hey, brother, that club is finished. Hey, bro, listen. Swear down, I was in Dan Potts' stream yesterday. I told Dan already, I said, bro, you man are cooked, you know. Because the wickedest thing is, cool, we lost. But we know the season, is a marathon, not a sprint. When I'm looking at our football club, and Spurs is a good example, I'm looking at Spurs and I'm like, yo, that's better than last season. You know them ones. I'm looking at Man United. I'm saying, that's better than last season. I'm looking at Arsenal. I'm like, bro, you're worse. You've actually regressed. Like, based on your preseason, your first game of the season, you've actually regressed from last season, bro. And there's not many teams that have regressed. I'm looking at City. They look better.
Yeah, so you look better.
I'm looking at Liverpool. They probably look better. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking at Chelsea. Chelsea look better. They're fucking world champions. Lewis still wearing the belt and the glasses. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they're the only team out of the big six that have actually regressed in real time. Like, you got rid of Partey and then you brought in Zuba maybe, bro. Been pocketed again by Casemiro. That's 2 games in a row now.
He was poor.
You know what I mean? You brought in that scrub Madueke, Do you know what I'm saying? And you brought in fucking man like Yokozuna, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Johnny Bravo up front. You man are cooked. I'll be real. You man are cooked, bro. This season is mad. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, as much as we lost that game, I'm leaving with positives. Bro. We ain't got no European football. You man are shit, bro. I take great happiness. I'll be honest.
Arsenal were dreadful. Arsenal were awful. And someone said this to me yesterday when I was doing the fan calling show and said they reckon Arsenal are going to go backwards because this is the worst version of Arteta. Like how Arsenal played a couple of years ago when they were bopping teams and then they regressed. He's saying that we're going to regress again. That remains to be seen. We are, like I keep saying, we are literally just a manager short of being serious. The manager's the major issue because that is not the performance there better, 100%. Not sustainable is my issue because they was there for the taking. Because when I look at the talent in our team, we're there.
It is the first week, isn't it?
Oh no, it's not, man. We're back in 15th with minus goal difference. It's game week 39. Word to my guy Corey, man.
It is the first week, you know what I'm
back
saying?
to it. Nah, I'm not giving him no. He don't deserve no grace, man. Man has a 25% win rate. This is no grace, man. I'm tired of this.
You know, factually, again, someone told me this. By the way, let me tell you a stat.
Glasner is the
Let
only
me tell you a stat. Let me tell you a stat. He's banished more players from this club than he scored goals in Old Trafford in the league.
Yeah, that sounds about.
Hey, bro, listen. Right. In terms of that, bro, he might be my favorite manager for the club in recent history, bro. If you can get rid of Garnacho, Rasmus, and Rashford in one window, brother, I can't like build him a statue, yeah, but still sack him. You know them ones like this is what it is. Bro, he's bro. Listen, in terms of the culture at the club, he's doing what Ralph would have done. You know, because Ralph would have done the same thing. He would have fucked off all the guys that he's fucking off because Ralph didn't like these guys. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where, in terms of what he sees as the right culture for the club, he's spot on. Do you know what I mean? However, the players that he actually rates scares me, bro. His affinity with Mason Mount is terrifying. Do you know what I mean? Because Mason Mount's got nothing about him. Do you know what I'm saying?
System.
Yeah, but fuck the system, bro. Kobe Mino, when Kobe Mino's not making it off the bench, and we need a goal, but Ugarte's making it off the bench, you're not the right manager for the club, bro.
He's not. Because as much as getting the players we want out, that's fantastic. Like you mentioned there's still players that he persists with. System like Mount don't work. There's no system that works with Mount. There's no system that works with Delo. This is why and the systems are supposed to acquire results. You do not get results. That's why I'm not giving him it's game week. There's no grace. There's no excuses. This is I was told and heard all summer long, with preseason, with training, with new players, we'll be much, much better and such a great team. I don't see it. And this was against the piss poor Arsenal side. Arsenal were awful. Do not get that misunderstood. Arsenal, I just think we were less shit than Arsenal. There's two teams, none of I don't think we played well.
Yeah, but they smoked Athletic Club, innit? Like,
yeah, they did smoke Athletic Club.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. So how much of them being bad was down to them being bad, and how much of them being bad was down to us being good? Because
I think it's both.
The one thing I say, is that he started attacking fullbacks, and we kept so much of the ball. Them fuckers couldn't even get forward.
Yeah. We kept it because I think that midfield performed awfully. I think it was a combination of both. I think Arsenal played bad because they was just bad, and I think we also contributed to that. Like that's
it was a lot of going back and forth from one box to the other box to the other box to the other box. It was just a lot of going back and forth.
We looked mild, and we looked much better, mainly because of the individual qualities of Mbeumo and Cunha, which is what I expected.
Yeah.
If I was, like I keep saying, if I was managing Manchester United last season and had managed just like Amorim and got the same results, performances, and then you give me Mbeumo and Cunha and I play him, you get that response because they're two quality players. This manager's going nowhere fast. And the thing is, we actually have talent. I was thinking about this just on the show before. When you look at the attacking options we have, it's right up there. When we look at the actual attacking quality we possess in this side, it's right up there. And he gonna fuck this up. How many goals we gonna score this season in the league? Where are we gonna finish? The manager's the biggest detriment to the team, in my opinion. As much as I don't rate some of the
lot of goals, bro. 66 goals. A lot of goals.
I don't think we're scoring 66 league goals this season. I don't think so. Not under this manager. No.
The one thing I would say is I think that we've got good enough players to override the manager's inadequacies, because bro, on another day, like we win that game the other day, and we win it quite comfortably as well, because we are making half chances, and I believe them half chances turn into full chances with a bit more quality on the pitch. If Ahmad starts as a wing back, I believe a few of those half chances in the first half turn into full chances. I believe they do.
You start Sesko, and this ties back into the manager, why I think he's the biggest net negative. Because if you start more attacking players, I think we get something out of that game. We definitely don't lose it. And that's it. Yes, power forwards, you are spot on with this. And that's how I'm looking at it as well. As much as I don't rate these players, we have enough quality to do miles better. But I don't think we're getting 65, 66 league goals. Not because I don't rate the attackers, the manager, defensive lineups, negative.
I think he survives. I think he'll survive. I'll be deadly honest.
What, the whole season?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If he survives, I'm just letting it be known now, man.
Based on Cunha, Sesko, and Mbeumo, he survives. And he's probably going to start playing Ahmad eventually, and
I don't know if I don't think he necessarily starts playing Ahmad eventually.
I just feel sorry for Kobe Mino. He's going to rot away in bench.
We already know Mino and Xerxes ain't getting minutes under this manager.
No, I think Xerxes gets minutes still. I think he does get minutes.
I think he does. Not under
I think Xerxes gets minutes, and I think he gets minutes in the 10. I think he definitely gets minutes. Like, the one thing I would say is before he got injured, he was getting minutes in it, bruv, in the 10 and in the 9. So, like, people think that the manager don't rate him, but he clearly does, bro. He clearly does. Do you know what I mean? Even United came out. United categorically came out and said this player's not for sale. There's been loads of offers for him or inquiries for him. The club they're not even ready to entertain them. And Man United said they're willing to entertain offers for a lot of players. He's not one of those players.
I think that's a board decision. I think the club are overriding the manager. I think that's
it came out in the report that Amorim and the club decided months ago
that he's staying.
So if he did so, if that's the case, how come Højlund was playing consistently ahead of him last season?
But this is why I think that Amorim is a sinister brer. Like, I've been saying
makes no sense. So
no, but it does though.
Go on, explain.
It actually does if you realize that he's actually a calculated brother, because he played Højlund and Garnacho, and now he's frozen them both out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So he's showing the board, yo, I need investment. Look at these man, they're shit. I can't lie. That's what he's done. He's let them man hang themselves.
But they had already hung themselves and he persisted with them.
Nah, but for us though, like, remember, I've said
but hanging don't mean dead, you know. Hanging and you're still breathing.
They was dead. No. Let's clarify with those two. They was hung, and once you go 10 games without a goal in the league and an assist, you are hung and dead.
No, but bro, flawless. What you need to understand, yeah, and I keep saying to people, we need to separate, our emotions as fans, from what's actually happening. Because remember, we've seen Garnacho and Højlund for ages. This manager hasn't. You know them, so even though we're fed up with these guys, he's only seen them for 6 months. We've seen these man for 2 years. Do you see what I'm saying?
6 months, fan.
No, but I hear you. But we've made up your mind. 2 years worth of frustration towards these players, whereas the manager has only seen them for 6 months. So in his head, he's not saying, "Yo, I've seen enough." I need to show the board that these men are so shit that they need to spend the money.
Yeah, and they have spent the money, and that's a concern. If the board needed to see Højlund and Garnacho for that extended period of time, because it shouldn't take a manager 6 months. It didn't take me 6 months to realize this. Yeah. So if it took the managers, the manager's supposed to have a better eye than me. So if it takes you 6 months to realize that Garnacho and Højlund are not good enough, that's a major, major concern. That's a huge red flag in regards to the manager. And if the board needed to be shown that, that's a huge red flag for them. You have to assess quicker. These men went 20 games without a goal, and you continue to play them.
Yeah,
I lost. Like I said, yes, and Bremo and Cunha we needed attacking, but this manager, nah, man, he ain't it, man.
Yeah, I totally get your perspective. I feel like I'm siding with Rants simply because it's just a sinister, like a sick thing to do, self-inflicted, masochist kind of thing to do, where it's just you're like, fuck it, play the whole season, write this season off, just concentrate on Europa League and we just ride it out and see next season. And that's the only way you're going to get a situation where everybody's sick of them to the point
even the Ugarte situation, at the beginning, we thought that, the manager's going to play Ugarte bare because the manager knows him. Bro, you don't like him either. Do you know what I'm saying? It's becoming very apparent that this manager wants to drop him.
That's why he dropped him.
He wants to drop him.
You know, sometimes it's like some people say, self-harming, innit? You want help.
I'm tired of this suffering, self-harming. See what his managers, because when we hired him in November, there was no talk of writing off the season. But because of his failures, then the season became a write-off. He has to be held accountable for that.
Yeah,
I'm just so lost. This is gonna be a long season, man. I'm saying, man, like it really, really is. This guy is such a net negative to this team. It's crazy.
I agree, because even with the Xerxes thing, like you're saying, like the fact that he's saying I see him as a 10 more than a 9 and that, bro. I don't care what you see him as. Just play the guy, innit?
And
you know the way there.
Yeah, you signed a Bremo and Cunha, you will play as 10s. Xerxes there, all right, people will say, okay, he's injured, and then you play Mount ahead of him. I said I want to see Xerxes get minutes to see what he can do, because I'm still not seeing enough.
I think he showed us what he can do at last season, and last season he potentially saved his career at the club, bro, because a lot of people were doubting him. There's no doubts anymore.
but I want to see it in full is what I'm saying. I want him to get a fair opportunity to show how good he can be. Are you good? Are you very good? Are you great? Etc. Etc. And
they weren't just doubts. Yeah. They were freaking booing the guy.
100%. Yeah, 100%. It is. And yeah, Maino not getting minutes as well. Like I say, man, this guy, I don't think he makes it to the end of the season. If he does, we're not in for a good season. You can forget about, about Europe with this manager.
I just forget about Europe. My biggest issue with Ruben is he creases his shoes, man. Stand up. Stop creasing your shoes, man. Make the sub, man. I almost want him to wear a suit one day, man. Just stand up for yourself, bro. You know when them OG managers when Wenger and Fergie used to do this with their arm and then look at the watch. Like it's time to make a sub. Yeah?
Yeah, I don't like the manager's body language. I can't lie. He looks like a victim on the sidelines.
Brother, stop wearing the tracksuit. Wear a suit. Let's get to it, man. Let's look at the watch. Let's make a sub.
I agree. Like when you see him crouching down, he looks defeated. You know them ones. He actually looks defeated. I think body language is super important. I don't like him crouching down on the floor looking sorry for himself. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them ones where I'd rather a manager that just don't have no expression on their face and you can't really tell what they're thinking, innit? Because I don't like him and Arteta do it. They're so emotional, and it's obvious. You know them ones. Like it's obvious that like they're going through it on the side, and it's like, bro, like your players are looking to you, yeah. Do you know what I mean? For some sort of inspiration, and you're fucking having kittens on the side, bro.
Nah, bro, the tracksuit stuff. You have to be a generational manager to pull off tracksuit, like Klopp, Pep, like CP Company and Stone Island and
tracksuit and the cap. Well, it's not the same, innit? I can't lie. Who's the last manager to actually wear like a wavy tracksuit and be good, bro? Like, I don't know.
Tony Pulis, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I need my manager in an Armani suit, blood. You know them ones like Graham Potter, blood.
Yeah, but I wanna see some frameless glasses, with a suit. And really getting down to business, man. Look at Ancelotti, man.
I just want to manage better, because what's crazy about him being stressed on the sideline is you pick this lineup. So man will pick a lineup, and 10 minutes into the game you're stressed. You know what you're getting. There's nothing new. There's zero outside of Bremo or Cunha yesterday. There is nothing new. You've had every player there and assessed. You know what you
sorry in the tracksuit, legendary. Hey, bro. Yeah, with the cigarettes. Hey, bad man. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Man, in a tracksuit thing. Like, bro, I'll be real. If you're going to do the tracksuit thing, your team needs to be playing wavy football. You know what I'm saying? You can't come with the laid-back drip here, but you're mad stressed. It don't make no sense. If you're in the tracksuit, man have to go all the way with the tracksuit. You know what I'm saying? And this is what it is, bro. He's mad uptight. It's not making no sense. It's not making no sense. And I believe that these things, they do trickle through the team. Like, whether you like it or not. Bielsa as well, bad boy. Do you know what I mean? But his team played bad boy football.
Of course he's mad stressed. We know.
But this manager, I think the manager's got loads of things right, but more things wrong. At the moment, he's in minus. You know them ones. It's like it's a one step forward, 2 step back thing with him. It's like, cool, you got rid of Rashford and them, man. But then you're playing Mount and you're not playing Kobe. You know, and you weren't playing Xerxes before. Do you see what I mean?
And you're playing Delo at
and you're playing Delo at left wing back.
Why are we leaving
playing Delo at left wing back and stuff like that? So all the positives you're doing, you're smothering your own work.
Yes. Bear in mind, he tried to leave twice in 4 months, by the way, people.
And don't forget, he played Patrick Dogo as a right wing back on the first game.
Yeah. And then he said, if you check, what's it called? What Don's favorite app? Y Scout. Yeah, bro. If you check Y Scout, brother, we don't need to check Y Scout. You're the gaffer.
We just gonna pack up Fulham now in the next game, and everything's gonna be great. All right, man. Okay. There's no saving this, people.
Like, brother, you know what the wickedest thing is, yeah? He's in love with this system, yeah? Apparently, Ahmad had a knock. I don't believe that. Do you know what I mean? For argument's sake, Ahmad's got a knock here. If he can play 55 minutes or 45, how much did he play? He came in the 55th minute. So if he can play 35, 40 minutes, yeah, I don't know about no knock. Yeah.
Start him.
Yeah. Start him. And then if you need to take him off, you take him off. If we're going for a win, we've got Sesko and Xerxes on the bench. You could have brought one of them on and you could have put Mbumo to wing back if you really wanted to, because we was attacking anyway.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And you could have gone with Mbumo and Dorgu as the wing backs and brought on Xerxes in the 10, or put Sesko up front and drop Cunha into the 10. You could have done that. You didn't need to tell me that, oh, Ahmad's got a knock, but then he's playing anyway, bruv. I'm not trying to hear that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, Ahmad didn't start because the manager wanted to go more defensive. I don't want to hear about this knock stuff.
He wanted to be negative. And this is literally excuses. I was told no more excuses for him. Game week one. And there's already excuses rolling out for this man. Ahmad had a knock. Sesko wasn't ready. Xerxes was injured. Heaven wasn't and all this, man. The grass wasn't cut right. The sky was too blue. It was sunny. All excuses for this guy. Rather than just say, hey, he messed up. He made bad decisions.
I don't think we played well off the ball as well. You know, I've seen Cunha and Mbeumo run at trying to press. These man gonna get injured, bro. Like this, it's just too many unnecessary miles. I thought it was
all right, Faz. To be honest, I
press as a unit.
No, but we didn't press. We didn't press as aggressively as I think we will press against the smaller teams. I thought that we picked our moments to press, and I actually liked when we didn't press and we were more compact, because that's why Arsenal were having problems with us, because we weren't just rushing. Because in the first phase, Arsenal would have picked us off if we pressed them really high, because their centre-backs are good enough on the ball. Do you know what I mean? So I like the fact that we didn't do the normal man-for-man press that we normally do all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? So I like that. However, against the smaller teams, we need to approach it the same way. I do not like this high press man-for-man stuff. I don't believe it works in football. And if we look at all the teams we played against, remember...
Well, look at how PSG
with
do it.
Ollie, I swear we slapped Leeds and Southampton 7s and 8s and 9s, isn't it? It was Leeds and Southampton we smoked, and both of them played a very high man-for-man press, both of them. And both of them teams, I think, ended up getting relegated. So Bielsa played a high a man-for-man press, and we absolutely because the thing is, it looks great when it comes off, but if someone gets past your press, you get smashed.
Yeah, it's definitely very high risk, high reward. There's no middle ground whatsoever.
And Southampton done the same thing as well. Southampton would play a really aggressive man-for-man press, and they would press with... Southampton used to play a 4-4-2. I can't remember the manager, the Austrian brother.
Hassan Hutel.
Yeah, and they used to press in the 4-4-2 with the two strikers, yeah? And when you get past that initial press, yeah, they're just wide open. And we smoked that team as well. I think we put 9 past one of them and 7 past the other.
It was 9 plus Hassan.
Yeah, that high press in football, yeah? Bro, when you press like that, like the way Hansi Flick presses, yeah? Bro, the players on your team have to be so good, yeah? That any sniff of the ball, they get back and they can keep it. Because it's very, very tiring, bro. And if you don't have a team that are really good in possession, you're just running for the whole game. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the problem with Man United. We're not good enough in possession to play that high press. Because even if we do win it back, we're still recovering on the ball. Then we lose it again. Then we're defending again. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the problem. It's too much.
Exactly.
It's too much running, bro.
That's where the issue lies. And what's crazy is before our game, I watched the Chelsea Palace game. Crystal Palace played the exact same formation as us. The two in midfield, and they don't look like us. And they don't have all great players. That's why, because coaching and tactics matter. Because I've heard people say all about the back three and the formation don't work and and 2 in midfield. How come Palace don't have the same issues we do? And if I sat here and said Palace have better players than us, people want my head on a stake. Bear in mind, I don't think Palace have better players than us. But guess what? The key difference is manager. Because they play a back three with 2 wing backs and 2 midfielders, 2 10s and a striker. They play Wharton and Hughes in there. That's who plays in there. Wharton, good player. I do believe he's overrated.
And Wharton just dictates, bro.
Yeah, and if we had Will Hughes, our fan base would be screaming about how he's not good enough. If our wing backs were Mitchell and Munoz, people would say it's not good enough. If we had Mitchell and Munoz, they're the wing backs. Richards is the centre back.
Oh, Munoz, I like.
Yeah, like that's it. But if he was, people would say, "Oh, he needs to offer more." Their front three.
Yeah, but man, like them low socks ballers, blood. You know them.
I know you do. But that's the point I'm making. The point I'm making is the formation works. But the formation works because
the manager interprets it the right way off the ball.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Our manager wants to try and add different flavors to the thing. It don't work, bro.
That's my point.
You know, that's why I'm saying get me Glasner. With this same shape, Glasner absolutely cooks with this Man United team, and he gives us the freedom, yeah, to score goals. Because you know what it is? With coaching, yeah, it's basically, it's two things. Either you coach certain things or you allow certain things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. And my thing is, I believe more in allowing things than coaching things. Because if I don't believe in you as a footballer, I just won't pick you. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's anything more insulting to a footballer than trying to tell a footballer how to play football. It's like, if they can't play, then just don't play them.
No, but
do you know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. Like, if you're my videographer, I'm not gonna hire you then tell you how you need to shoot. I'm like, no, if I need to tell you how to shoot, you're the wrong guy for the job. I'll hire someone else. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't believe in bringing players in and telling them how to play. I'll allow you to play. Do you know what I'm saying? But you have to set up the team that allows the players to play. Amorim doesn't allow his players to play. And this is why we can have Ahmad, Cunha, and Mbeumo on the same pitch, yeah, and we're not creating buckets of chances because he doesn't allow these guys to just get on the ball and play. Whereas Glasner allows it. That's the difference. That's why Palace look way more dangerous than us.
Yeah, with the same, again, people, let me repeat this, with the same system and players who are not of the quality of us. Mateta, many people said wasn't good enough. Eze is a quality player, Sa, solid Premier League level player. But they don't have world beaters in their team.
And this is exactly what you're saying. This is what I'm saying. And this is probably the most simplified way of saying it. Glasner adapts the system to the players. Amorim does the opposite. Adapts the players to the system.
And for anyone who wants to talk about pre-season and all this, Glasner also went in halfway through a season at Palace. And they wasn't playing a back three before that. And they understood it instantly. Got there February 2024. And then he's had a full season and you see them, but they just won the FA Cup in Europe. All we do, all right, man. And they'll lose Guehi and Eze, and I guarantee they won't get relegated or nothing like that.
A man said whenever we face a low block, we look clueless. You know why? Because when we face a low block, the players keep getting the ball and they keep attempting the same thing the manager's telling them to do. Whereas if they played off the cuff, they'll find their way through that low block. And this is why I prefer players to play off the cuff. That's why I like Cunha, because he just does what he wants anyway.
Yeah, because the manager
front, and he was like, bro, I ain't got the ball for 10 minutes. I'm going to look for it. That was the difference between him and Sesko. When Sesko came on, Sesko stayed up top. And even though he done a few good things, yeah, he didn't really get into the game because he didn't go looking for the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Cunha's not about to stand up there and watch the whole game bypass him. He was like, nah. I need to go do something. And that's why I like him, bro, because he takes accountability, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's too easy to just let the game bypass you in this system as a striker, bro.
Agreed. 100%. And the fact that it's an issue within the system, and there lies the problem. Hence why I'm just tired of, like, I've been tired of this manager and still am. It's outrageous. And because the better things we did in the game against Arsenal was in Bremer. Like, Cunha picked up the ball on the halfway line and just went out on half. And just dribble past 3-4 man and had a shot.
Bro, he didn't even look for no one. That's what I loved about it. He turned and he just ran. He didn't even get his head. He said, fuck this, man. Like, do you know what I mean? And this is the kind of players that you need. This is the kind of players you need. Players that just say, you know what, I'm going to make something happen because nothing's happening, bro.
100%.
Like, this team's full of too many players that are always looking for someone else. Looking for someone else to blame. Looking for another reason why. Do you know what I mean? Rasmus kicking the post and all these things. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things, bro. Man said Bruno weren't happy with that, bro. Bruno's not the main man no more. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy with that. So I don't care if Bruno's not happy with it. I'll be honest, because that guy's holding back this football club. We should have taken 100 million.
Well, we decided, this board and managers decided to keep him.
That was a big mistake. Big mistake, bro. He's the single biggest problem in this team. Single biggest problem, and people don't want to say too much about him for whatever reason, but without Bruno and getting someone else in there, we instantly play a lot better, bro. Instantly play a lot better. Someone with just a bit more IQ, someone with a bit more composure on the ball. The amount of times he loses the ball and the petulance and and the gung-ho football is just... I'm glad people are actually noticing it, because a lot of people online are talking about him now because he's the one player that's left. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because but this is what I'm saying, and this is why, yeah, I said this a long time ago, yeah, maybe like 3 years ago. Put better players around him, and then you realize how shit he is. You know them ones, because everyone was talking about, Bruno, what would we do with that? What would we do without him? And that's because you was comparing him to Scott McTominay and all these other guys. Do you know what I mean? And even Scott's gone and done something. Do you know what I'm saying? But you was comparing him to players like... I liked Fred, but the fans didn't like Fred. So they was comparing him to McFred. Do you know what I'm saying? They was comparing him to Donny van de Beek. These are the players they was comparing him to. Do you know what I mean? It was always like, who else do we have? Who else do we have? Compare him to Mason Mount. Do you know what I'm saying? This is some joke thing. And now, all of a sudden, now you're seeing better players around him, and you're seeing the Mbumos and the Cunhas. Now you put him with a real 10 Cunha. All of a sudden, Bruno don't look too good. All of a sudden, it's like, is he really a 10? But you needed to see him next to a 10. Do you know what I mean? What did Cat Williams say about the Chrysler 300, bruh? You know them way there, flawless, you know. That shit look like a Phantom until the Phantom pulls up. And then when a real Phantom pulls up, that shit looks every bit like a Chrysler. You know, like that. And this is what it is, bro. Like, all of a sudden, do you know what I'm saying? Bro, it is what it is, innit? It is what it is. Now, all of a sudden, real ballers turned up. Bruno looks shit. Just like that.
2 10s. When you got actual 2 10s who do 10 things.
Come on, bro.
Bear in mind, he was there playing with... So don't hit us with the, who's around him. They had Mount, Dalot around him. That's who they had around him for support. And they still...
even the set-piece thing pissed me off as well. Do you remember the free kick? It was a left-footed free kick, you know. Bruno hit
the one in the first half. Yeah,
how's Bruno not taking that?
Left foot. Give it to a left foot. Give it to a left foot. Yes.
And this is what I mean. It's like these men wait. All of a sudden, real ballers turn up. Now Bruno, now man are seeing actually Bruno just might be disposable. Yeah, but before they were talking like this guy was irreplaceable, bro. And this is why, in order for some of these simpletons to understand, Man United had to behave like a big team. And now we're behaving like a big team, bringing in big players. Now you're seeing he's actually not as good as you thought he was. Because first game of the season, no one's mentioning him. And the worst thing about it is we should have had a pen. And then he would have scored that. And then these guys would have been like, where would we be without Bruno? Like Mbeumo and Cunha wouldn't have buried the pen anyway.
Yeah, right. Also,
do you see what I'm saying?
I hear you fully, 110% agree with you about Bruno. Also, as well, he contributed to us, his poor decision making and poor touch that contributed to us conceding the corner. But people just overlook that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He played the hospital pass to Euro because of his miscontrol. Decision making, again, ties in with this guy. But because it didn't cost us a goal directly, people don't talk about it. So a poor Bruno pass has contributed to Manchester United conceding a goal and losing a game. Our second to last game last season, Europa League final, Bruno's poor pass contributed to us conceding a goal and losing the game. Parallel, same shit. He's not a central midfielder. From all Bruno's faults, his pluses are goals and assists. He's a final third player. So you take him away from the final
his set pieces are poor, flawless. Yeah, his corners don't beat the first man.
His set pieces are not good. He's not a good set
Why is he still on corners? I do not understand.
Because we have incompetent people in charge, man. That's why.
I do not understand.
We have a terrible manager. That's why our manager has a 25% win rate. That's why.
It's awful. But I still think that Ineos, they have to look at the first 10 games. If the first 10 games, if I don't get at least 7 wins out of the first 10, mate.
And let me guess, Rants, you don't believe we're winning 7 out of 10, do you?
No. But we should.
That's my point. And that's
out of our next 4 games, I want 3 wins.
Burnley,
Fulham, I want wins. And against one of City or
Chelsea.
Or Chelsea, I need a win. I need us to beat City or Chelsea.
Okay.
I need us to.
The thing is, let's say we do perform poorly in the first 10 or the next 9.
Bro, if we perform it poorly in the first 5, I'd sack him. You know what I'm saying 10 because 10 takes us to, I believe, November
the 8th. Yeah, it takes us to like Forest. Forest times.
That's it.
I think it means Forest around that time.
And then you can sack him around November time. And then if we need to do something in January for the new manager, then we do something in January. Do you know like that? But for me,
I hope he does.
Yeah, well, go get me Glasner and we're cool, bro. We can still finish in the top 6 because even if first 5 games is nothing, even if we lost all of the first 5 and you sacked him straight away and got me Glasner, we still finish in a European place.
With a better manager, yeah. With this team, we finish in a European place. That's why I'm so adamant. I just don't trust this board to sack him when they're supposed to. Let's say it does go bad after the first 5 or first 10. I think they prolonged it because of how they backed him. And I remember what they did with Ten Hag and had ample opportunity to sack him and didn't. And that wasn't their guy. This is their guy that they've picked and now they've backed. So I look at it and I go, I don't trust you to pull the trigger when you should because you did it on the last guy. So I can only go off previous evidence. And I think you have more of a loyalty and more of a like for Amorim than you do Ten Hag because he was the guy that you picked.
No, but you know what it is? Because Amorim speaks so well, people have a soft spot for him. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is. But me, I listen to what he says. I don't care how he says it. Because Ten Hag ain't got no charisma. But if Ten Hag was saying the right things, that's okay for me. Like, I'm not sensitive like that. I don't care how managers say things as long as what they say has merit. I don't give a shit. Do you know what I'm saying? And people get pissed off sometimes because of the way I say things and not what I say. Yeah, I don't give a toss, bro. It's not about how the message was relayed. It's did you get the message or not?
Facts.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And the thing is with Amorim, because he speaks, and he's very emotive, people see that and they're like, oh, he cares so much. He cares like us. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I really want him to do well. I don't want him to do well. He has to do well. Because if he doesn't, he's got to go. It doesn't matter what I want. Do you know what I'm saying? Like saying you want a manager to do well is crazy, bro. Like we all do. But if he's not doing well, I'm not going to stay here wanting. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're failing. Fuck off.
And he's been failing. He failed the probation period and they decided to keep him on. We watched it. We watched him be here from November to May. We watched you from January to May pick up 5 wins in 5 months in the league. We watched this. 15 points in 5. We watched all of this happen. And out of the 5 teams you beat in the calendar year of 2025, three of them got relegated. Leicester, Southampton, and you kept this guy. And it wasn't even like the performances was good. And you was continuing to play bad players. And now we in the new season, there's excuses already. Sesto wasn't ready. Ahmad wasn't ready. Xerxes just came back from injury. Blah, blah, blah. We are Moments FC. We are going as far as as our better players take us. And that's even if he gets his better players on the pitch. One thing Ollie did when he was individual brilliance was put the better players on the pitch, even if they were injured. To their detriment. He was like, hey, you lot got to play. And they'll carry me as far as they can go. Big up to my guy, Gav, every single time. Like, that's what it is. This is where my issue lies. That's why I don't think they sack him when they're supposed to. Let's say it goes horrible in the first.
No, the reason why I think they have to, Flawless, is because they are removing every last excuse from him. Do you know what I mean? He's saying certain players aren't good enough. Cool, we've replaced them. You said that their attitude isn't good and they shouldn't be around the team. We've allowed you to banish them. We've given you all the tools that you said you needed to be successful. Now, if you're still not being successful, you do not have a leg to stand on anymore. And this is once I get rid of all your excuses, then I have to judge you on results and performances. That's all I can judge you on. So if Ineos are gonna fucking get rid of how many 100 jobs, do you think they're gonna keep his?
I hope you're right, man.
Brother, look how many man they've already sacked since they've been here. This has to be a record. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hope they do. I hope if it does go, I don't want it, of course, I don't want it to go wrong. But if it goes how I think it's going to go in regards to the first 10, 12, 15 games, then he has to go because he shouldn't be here now. And like I said, I'm seeing
I think he survives, man. I think he gets a couple draws against the big teams and he does well against
how you're talking fast. Hear your language. I think he survives. This is where we're at with the manager. I think he does well.
This is a top 6 squad even without any more signings.
Right.
It is.
I think he survives.
It's a top 6 squad even without signings because Newcastle and Villa are weaker now. They're weaker now, bro. Both of them.
Newcastle with no Isak definitely are weak.
But they're gonna pattern Isak soon. They're gonna tell Isak to start playing.
Yeah. I think he'll start playing. But either way, Newcastle squad still ain't better than us, even with Isak, bro. I don't like fuck all that. But Aston Villa are weaker. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like,
if we got a good manager, I think with a good manager, with no additions. I'd say top 7 with no additions. That's what
What's that?
With a good manager. I put us top 7 With
top
a good
6.
no more additions. With no more additions and a good
With
manager.
no additions and get me Glasner, we finish in the top 6. I'm confident.
I think 7. Yeah, there's only one space in it, 7 or 6. But I'd say 7 personally. But I still think the goalkeeping area is a detriment.
If you say 7 for 6, name the 6 teams you think can finish above us here with a top manager. What 6 teams are those?
Those 6. The 6 who were from last season, the big 4.
No, name them. Well, you think Newcastle finish above us? Yeah, absolutely not. Nah, not for me, mate.
I agree.
Nah, Newcastle.
Absolutely not.
I think the reason why I think with Newcastle, because I think once Isak's back, they have enough. There's goals there. It works out. Like they've added Elanga, they've lost Jacob Murphy. I think they do. Yes. And I think
Newcastle are not that good, mate. You know,
I don't think they're that good.
I don't think
you have to be. I think they're a good side, yeah. But I don't think you have to.
I think Newcastle have enough for them to come top 6.
No,
I don't.
I didn't Isak. Not with
this season. Newcastle ain't finishing in the top 6. Did you man see their game against Aston Villa?
I did see that game against Villa. They weren't good. Neither were Villa. But I think they will get to speed. Villa they were both poor, but I expect them both to be much better than that going forward, especially Villa. Because Villa have added Gesand, they've added a striker, that's all they've added, and they ain't added anybody else. But I think Villa will be fine. I trust in not only their squad, also Emery. Same with Eddie Howe as well. When I say trust in regards to the level that they're at. Newcastle, yeah, I've struggled, but if they get Isak back in the fold,
Isak is one player, bro.
Yeah,
they got fucking Elanga, bro.
Yeah,
man's front 4 is Xerxes, Sesko, Cunha, and Mbumo, bro.
That's weird about and that's a good.
They got Isak, Gordon, Elanga. Who else?
You could say who's their 10. You can say
that ain't better than us, 10, man. Like, come on, we have to be real. It's not better than us.
But I think it's not.
What Isak and Elanga not well? Yeah, Elanga is my guy.
It's not overall, but I think it can match it. Like it's tried and tested.
I don't think it matches it, bro. Goals. I think once Man United, if Man United had a good coach and we're grooving, do you know what I'm saying? With Ahmad, you got Ahmad. Like you can add to that attack. So that's 5. Yeah. Ahmad, fucking Mbumo, Cunha, Sesko, Xerxes, bro. Like Newcastle can't even look at that.
Their attack is there, yeah, but with no more additions,
the only thing I'm looking at is their midfield.
Yeah,
that's it. Because I like Tonali and I like Bruno G. He's all Do you know what I'm saying? But either way, 11 for 11, bro. We're smothering Newcastle, mate.
I think midfield attack. Yeah, you could give it to us with a good manager. I think midfield is them still. I think goalkeeper's key as well. I think, but
also organization sorts these things out flawless. If you've got a manager like Glasner that's sorting us, that's setting us up the correct way, the way he set up Palace against Chelsea, we're smoking Newcastle, bro. Just through the attack that we have.
To an extent, a manager can do that, but I still think the goalkeeper is the biggest difference.
Joe Linton nah, bro, they don't. I'll be honest. Not with a good manager, they don't.
The biggest difference is the goalkeeper. I can't forget that. The biggest difference is the goalkeeper, man. And Newcastle, one thing I will say about their attack is tried and tested in terms of scoring goals. Do I think ours is better with a better manager? Yes, but their attack will score enough goals. It will get them enough goals to get in the.
I can't lie, bro. You man sound jaded to me, bro. Because we're talking about the goalkeeper. Listen, I'm on a shit, but I see Chelsea finishing in a Champions League place. I'm winning the Club World Cup with fucking Sanchez in goal, bro. He's also a liability.
He's a huge liability.
So we can talk about the goalkeeper, yeah, but if you set up your team properly, yeah, certain things are mitigated, bro. I believe if we set up this Man United team the right way, with the defense that are like the players that we have, and we didn't even have Mazraoui playing in that game. Like we've got players, bro. Like if we play our strongest 11 against the strongest 11s of all the other teams in the league, there's not 5 teams that finish. There's not 6 teams that finish above us. There's not.
Like I said, it's close because you said 6. I said 7. So we're talking.
You said 7. Yeah, I'm saying we finish in the top 6.
Well, but there's only one spot. I don't think
but Newcastle is the one team you're telling me, and I'm the Newcastle are not better than us.
That's fair. What I'm saying,
like man for man, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I think we've got better defenders than them. They edge the midfield. We got better attack.
That midfield, I don't think they edge the midfield. I think their midfield's miles better than us.
I don't think it's Miles. See, I don't think it's Miles. Do you know what I'm saying?
Who we playing?
Because Joe Linton, they play Joe Linton and 2, innit? Joe Linton, we've got midfielders better than Joe Linton.
No, they play. Well, I'm not talking about individual. I'm talking about how it works from a midfield perspective.
I know what you're saying, but again, that's also structural as well.
I don't think we have a 2 that matches that 3.
Yeah, but it's structural though. If we set up and we're structured in the right way, we can match that, bro.
I don't think we can match their midfield even with a good structure. I think it's key.
I don't know, man. It's coaching, bro. I'll be honest.
No, it is coaching to an extent, yes, but I'm saying the way their midfield 3 functions, I don't think we have a 2 that matches that. Attacker, give you, I hear it. Goalkeeper, definitely on their side. Defensively, yes, us. Midfield and goalkeeper is the 2 assets I look at. With no new
signings. But this is 100% correct. Our fan base do underrate our players because they've seen us lose too many games. They do underrate our players and they overrate other people's players. Bruno Guimaraes is a good player, but he's massively overrated, bro. Bare people overrate him. People talk about him like he's Rodri, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a Brazilian Declan Rice.
I'm talking about how their midfield works overall from a productivity.
Yeah, but that's the structure. That's the coaching, bro. I'm already talking to you saying if we had a better coach. So that mitigates that.
But I hear you. No, the reason why I don't mitigate it because I don't think that structures are well and good. I don't think we have the individual midfield to match their midfield. What midfield are we playing?
If we change the formation to a 4-3-3,
but it's not just about changing the formation, bro. If you've got Glasner or a coach that knows how to set up a team, it's not about individuals, it's about collective. Because individually, Chelsea had a better team than Crystal Palace. So why did they have one shot on target? Like football's not like that. Football's about how you set teams up.
It is how you set up, but we know Chelsea will finish above Palace because they're a better side. Well, yes, they
precisely. Precisely. Because they have better individuals. And I'm saying Man United have better individuals than a Newcastle, which we already do. So if you set us up better as well with better individuals, the law of averages means we'll finish above them.
The reason where it is, I don't think we have a midfield even with structure.
The midfield's not the whole team, though. The midfield is 2 to 3 players out of 11.
But I think it's key, is what I'm saying overall. I think it's
But if we've got 8 out of 11 players, we've got are better than theirs.
Is it 8 out of 11? It's up there.
It is though.
No, it's up there. 100%. I don't think we have a better striker. I don't know.
If we've got 8 out of 11 better players and we get a better manager, why can't we finish above them?
I don't know. I don't know if it's 8. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's 8. I don't know if it's 8. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if it's 8.
With their midfielders, the third one is Joelinton.
Yeah, but so what's that? So let's go.
If Isak is playing.
Yeah, because we're adding in Isak in.
So that's 3 players.
No, it's not. They're Bruno G. No, sorry. What's our midfield? What midfield are we going with? Who's our pivot? Are we going with?
Bro, that's not what we're saying. No, I'm saying if for argument's sake, if you say Bruno G and Tonali are better than all of our midfielders, and you say Isak's better than all of our attackers, even though that's up for debate, let's just say, so cool. That's the only 3 players they've got that are better than us.
No, because I'm asking.
So we still got 8 better players than them because all of our defenders are better than theirs. All of our attackers are better than theirs, apart from Isak. So how did they beat us?
I'm asking the question.
Yeah, but that's clear.
I'm asking the question. Who is in the pivot for us? What is the formation? Who's in the pivot for us? So I can compare the 11s. Big up every time first.
Yeah, but bro, you're missing the point I'm making.
No, I hear the point you're making, but
we're talking about the whole team, bro.
Yeah, we are. So we're saying 11 for 11. We're better than them. Yes, I believe we are, but I don't think it's 8 to 3. I don't think it's 8 to 3.
Name their players that you think are better than the players in our team.
I think it's 4. I think it's the goalkeeper. I think it's the 2. I think it's the goalkeeper. I think the 2 in midfield, and I also think Isak as well.
Who's their goalkeeper?
Nick Pope.
Pope. Is it still Pope?
It's Pope, right? Do you not start the season? Let me check. 1 second. Is it Pope? 1 second. Let me double check. Oh yeah, they switched their goalkeeper out.
Aaron Ramsdale.
No. It was Pope. Pope played. I'm looking at Pope played the first game. So yes, the goalkeeper, the 2 midfielders, and
all right, cool. All right, then for argument's sake, 7-4, we're still better than that.
7-4, we are, and also the spine of the team as well. And how I think again, how their midfield functions is key. Yes, individually they are 7-4. We've got them. Yes, we have them 7-4. But
but how their midfield functions is down to the system, though. This is what I'm saying. You can't overlook that.
No, 100%, and that's me crediting them.
So what I'm saying is, if we bring in a better manager to sort out how we implement our system, then it voids.
Implementing
because
the
we
system
can bring
is
in a
great.
better manager than Eddie Howe. Because I believe Glasner's a better manager than Eddie Howe. So if we have a better manager and we have better players, we beat them.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Eddie Howe and Glasner. I gotta see. That's 50-50 for me. But as of right now, that's 50-50. And I rate Glasner.
Glasner's a European champion, you know.
Is this 50? Yo, Glasner is 100%. Glasner is 100%. But Eddie Howe's done wonders there too. I rate them both. 100%. I rate them both. Without question.
I think honestly, I think we have a better squad than Newcastle. And the reason why we're underperforming is because we're not set up as well as Newcastle. Newcastle are one of the best coach teams in the league. Absolutely. To the point where when Eddie Howe was ill and he was away, they still played really well. Absolutely. They know what they do well, innit? They know their system. Mm-hmm. I blame this manager for our fans underrating the players we have, because everyone was telling me that Casemiro was shit. Look at the performance he put in against Arsenal yesterday. Not yesterday, on Sunday.
I don't think he was.
But people still think Cass is shit because he's been misused since he's come here. Absolutely. And he's still put in top performances. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. Like,
what I'm saying is about the system is, even with the system, I don't think we have the players to implement that system to that level in the midfield. I don't rate our midfielders. I really, really don't. When I look at our central midfielders, I think they're some of the worst in the league in regards to options. Central midfielders, especially playing in the two. I don't think we have a pivot that works anything above being decent. And I think that's a major problem when you're chasing down. It's key. It was key for Villa. It's key for Newcastle. It was key for Arsenal and everyone else when you're chasing them spaces. Key for Brighton as well. That's why we talk about Believer. Forest did very well, but they ended up falling off in the end. That's what it is.
No, they did. And what's Forest's midfield?
Yates. What's his name? Yates, Anderson, Gibbs. Why? We'll go Yates.
Oh, there you go. So them three on paper ain't better than any three that we can put together. And them man was on a Champions League charge, but we can't do it.
But I said no, but there's a reason I think why they fell off. I think that's large in part why they fell off was the lack of quality.
Precisely, but we have that. We have more quality.
I don't in the midfield area. I don't think we do. No, that's where
we don't have more quality than Yates and
no. We have more quality than Forest. No. We have more. Of course, we have more quality than Forest. Yes, I'm saying overall. I don't think we have more quality than the others. I think midfield is so key to doing well in this league. I think it's.
But midfield is only 1/3 of the pitch, bro.
Absolutely, yes. And
so if we play against teams and we've got on paper better defenders than them, better attackers than them, but marginally our midfield's a bit weaker. Like,
I don't think it's marginal. That's where the key is.
Think it's marginal.
That's where we disagree. I really don't. I think our midfield options are terrible. I think our central midfield options are dreadful.
See, I don't agree in it. I don't agree. And it comes down to the way that this manager coaches, bruv. He bypasses the midfield, so he makes the midfield's job 99% be about chasing and off the bullshit. Absolutely. We don't build through our midfield. He doesn't play the right. He doesn't play the right complementing pairs in midfield. He doesn't do that. We also don't build through the midfield, because at the end of the day, as bad as man are talking about our midfield, when Ruud van Nistelrooy was in charge and they played Cass and Ugarte together, it worked fine.
Yeah, it did. Absolutely. When we sat in and we played the 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, but it worked.
Absolutely.
So how come it worked? How come it worked with Ruud, but it didn't work with Ten Hag and it didn't work with this previous manager? It's because of the gaps they leave in the midfield.
And I'm the one who said on this very show just earlier, I think the manager is the biggest negative to the team. So it's not me underrating the play. I think we should be doing better now. But with no additions, I still think even with a good manager and a good coach and a better structure, our midfield options I don't think is marginal. I think they're awful. I think they're terrible. Our midfield options, I really do. I don't rate them. In regards to progress, we don't have a progressor of the ball. I think that's key. We don't have one. That's where it's at. That's where I think the issue lies. Yes, with Newcastle,
we don't have a top class progressor of the ball, but Cass was progressing the ball fine against Arsenal.
From a long ball perspective, yeah, he did, but his short passing was off. Because he had 7, his short passing was off. Long balls, he did the business, yes. He got most of them, almost all, but his short passing in the game wasn't good. Bear in mind, this was against Arsenal. Yes, we contributed to it. They didn't play well. We didn't play well.
Oh, this was an Arsenal team. Yeah. They said their midfield was going to batter us. That was everyone's concern before the game. Was that, their midfield, Zubimendi, Rice. What about the midfield battle? What about the midfield battle? What battle?
Yeah.
What battle? Where was the battle?
Nah, there was no battle. It wasn't. I think we kept the ball very, very well, which we did. And that was a surprise to everybody. But yeah, Casemiro, like I said, his long passing in that game on point. Short passing, no. Gave the ball away more than Bruno in regards to short passing. Gave the ball away more, but his long balls, yes, on point, 110%. But still, like I said, I don't think we have enough. Will it be close? Yes, because we're talking literally about one position in the league. So can we be up there? Yes, with a better manager. But I'm not categorically going to sit here and say we finish above Newcastle now because of the midfield mainly and the goalkeeper. That's a major issue also. Chelsea have, for all Chelsea's faults, as from a goalkeeping perspective, look at their midfield. Look at their midfield. Their midfield's arguably the best in the league.
They probably do have the best midfield in the league, and they finished. Where did they finish? Fifth?
Fourth.
Yeah,
fourth. And that's where my issue lies with it. Yes, of course, I'm not underrating the players. Like I said, a better manager gets more out of these teams, even with no additions. But when we start talking about moving into top 6, top 4, that's where not only structure and good coaching, I think individual quality lies as well. And I look at our options.
But we have loads of individual quality now with the players we brought in.
In the forward line and defense, absolutely. No dispute about that whatsoever. No dispute. Hence why
if you compare us to Chelsea have loads of quality in midfield, a little bit of quality in attack, and a little bit of quality in defense, and they finished fourth.
That's why I have them. But yeah,
so why can't we finish in the top 5 if we've got a lot of quality in defense, a lot of quality in attack, but not so much in midfield? That's still 3 out of the 2 out of the 3 positions.
I think as well, because we're talking about last season.
And we both got shaky keepers.
I hear that, because look at the race for last season. Not Spurs. City went 1-12 and ended up finishing 3rd. Chelsea, it was their last 6 games, they went 1-12. I think last season was an anomaly. Look at the points tallies from last season. Look at the results. Look at the performances. I think the league's gone up in standard. That's why I don't look at that season and go there doing that. Chelsea almost missed out. People forget that they won 6 out of their last 7 or something like that. In a normal season,
you're right. But what you're doing is you're proving my point. Like they've got the best midfield in the league, and they still nearly missed out on top 4 because they were lacking in other areas.
Yeah, it was like we're
not lacking in those areas no more. We got a better attack than Chelsea on paper.
Yeah, we do. I also think their manager didn't help, and I also think their goalkeeper was a big detriment to that too. I think their goalkeeper.
You don't rate their manager?
No. I think at points, you said the poor results. I think Maresca at times, I do think he's a good manager. But at times last season, he made some terrible decisions, like playing Sanchez, for instance. Sanchez cost them loads of points, in particular early on in the season. That's where my issue lies. That's what I'm saying. But I don't think 60, let me check the league. I think it was 66 points or something like that, 69 points, got you top 4. That's not a normal season. That tells you the level was down. And everybody's better. That's also it. Everybody's better. One second. Let me double check this. That's where it stems from. And everyone's invested heavily. Outside of Arsenal, it's looking like everybody's going to be better. I'm looking here. Chelsea got 69 points. They lost 9 games.
Yeah, and they got it late as well. They did get it late.
That point. Yeah. I won't say Fab Maresca's a scrub, but I think he made some bad decisions. Like in particular, continuing to play Sanchez. That almost cost them. If they would have missed out on top 4, that's what Chelsea fans would have been talking about, his decisions, because they went on a crazy run late. But I hear it. You know what I'm saying? In regards to what you're saying, I do think we can. That's why I said we will raise up the table with a better manager. But the manager shouldn't be here. No,
I agree. But I just think it's important, for these fans, to not judge the players based on this manager, bro. Because the manager is asking them to play a system, that very few managers in the world would ever ask them to play. I don't like Ugarte. But when we saw Ugarte with Cass in the pivot, with Rude, in the mid block, we were saying, don't change this midfield. It looks great.
It was better. Yeah. And that's
well then. So all of a sudden, like he just can't play football at all. Do you know what I'm saying? And midfield, is very much defending in general, not just the midfield. Defending is a structural game, bruv. It's not about individuals. You can set up a team of mediocre individuals to defend. You can do that. We are not set up well to defend. If you set up this team well to defend, you can play a midfield of Cass, Kobe, and Bruno, or Cass, Ugarte, and Kobe, or whatever, and it can fucking hold its own against most midfielders in the league, with the right setup. I am not of the belief that ability-wise, our midfield is behind Nottingham Forest and teams like that. I don't believe it is.
Forest. I don't think it's behind Forest. No.
Yeah, but they finished above us though, and they nearly finished in Europe.
Oh,
that's my point.
Rants, we are in a different point. I get what you're saying. You don't want people to underrate the players that we have. I'm not
they are underrating them because the results we keep losing. So it's easy to blame the players.
But the thing is, that's people's agendas or people just not wanting to back, people just wanting to back Amorim. I've said this about the likes of Agate. As poor as Agate is, we know what he is. He shouldn't be starting week in, week out. And when you're chasing a game, he shouldn't be the guy he shouldn't be the guy you're bringing onto the pitch. Agate should be last 20 minutes and you're holding on to a lead and you bring him on. Or you're going away to Arsenal, or you're going away to Chelsea or Liverpool or City. Ironically, the Liverpool and Arsenal games last season were two of his better games because we didn't have the ball. That's where it is. Like, that's what it is. Can it get? Does a midfielder improve it? Does a better manager improve that area? Yes, but I think eventually the lack of quality there will show. But I've already said 7th as constructed, but because of this manager, I have us 9th. That's solely because of him. This exact same squad right now, I have 9th. If you give us a better manager, I have a 7th. This is no additions, and everybody as is right now. That's where I stand.
Fair enough. Like with this attack that we have right now, I can see us beating most teams in the league, bruv, if we're set up the right way. I'll be honest, because there ain't many teams in this league, that have the firepower that we have right now.
Yeah, the attacking prowess is there with Bremo, Cunha, Ahmad. You don't have to sell me.
And defending's not about individuals. Like defending's not about individuals at all. It's about structure. Yeah, if a team makes us hard to beat, like for instance, if I get Eddie Howe right now, and Eddie Howe has Man United squad and he has the Newcastle squad and they play each other, I expect Eddie Howe's Man United to beat Eddie Howe's Newcastle. I expect it because of the way he sets them up.
It wasn't a one-off game.
I don't expect them to beat us.
And the thing is, it's close because we're talking 6th and 7th.
Yeah, but I don't think it's close. I don't think it's close.
When I say it's close in regards to where they are in the table, because you're saying 5th, 6th, I'm saying Newcastle 5th, 6th. Or well, no, actually, I'm saying United 7th. You saying United 6th. But I'm saying Newcastle are a place behind us. If we finish 6th, I think Newcastle is 7th. They're right behind us when I say it's close. I still think they're one of the better teams in the league. That's the point that I'm making when I say it's close.
It'll be interesting to see.
Again, this is with East.
It'll be interesting to see where Newcastle finished this season, with European football as well. Because last time they had European football, they fell off.
Yeah, they didn't. When did they finish the season? When was they in Europe again?
I don't know. Double check, but I know that they didn't finish in the top 4. But there you go.
Yeah, 7th.
So I expect them to finish around there this season, perhaps.
Yeah, 6th, 7th. So I'm looking here. There was 3 points off 6th, 6 points off 5th, 8 points off 4th. 16 points off 4th. That's crazy.
So I expect them to finish around 7th or 8th this season. That's where I expect them to finish. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be interesting. That's an interesting conversation. And at the end of the day, we'll see what happens here. Firstly, we need to see when the window closes what the squad looks like. And then we go from there. But I think Manchester United fans are lowering their expectations on this football team based on the manager only. Because if we had a top manager, imagine who do we all rate as a manager that's not our top club right now?
We'll just pick a big manager. Just say quality.
Let's say Xavi or something like that. Because Xavi don't have a job right now. If Xavi had this Man United squad right now, nobody would be allowing him to finish outside the top 6. No one.
I hear that.
No one. No, so why are we looking at this manager now and saying, 7th, we need a midfielder? They wouldn't say Xavi needs a midfielder. They'll say Xavi's got to finish in the top 6 with this team.
But you're saying that in regards to from the expectation standpoint. My expectations and what I think will happen are 2 different things. That's why I have us 9th because of the manager.
I know, but forget about what you think will happen. Yeah. Where do you think they should be? Do you know what I mean? Take Amorim out of the equation.
With a good manager, I said 7th. With a good manager.
Yeah, but come on. But Xavi's a good manager. So you're saying you'd be cool if Xavi finished 7th with this squad?
I'd be cool with Xavi.
If Xavi finished behind Eddie Howe with this squad, I'll be saying, we got the wrong manager.
Nah, you got me, man. You got me. You got me. Bro, you got me.
If Xavi finished behind Dan Burn and them, man, you're okay with that?
Yo, hands up. You got me, man.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to say to you.
You got me, man. You got me, man.
This manager has jaded Bear Man's expectations of what we should be doing.
You shot me, man.
Bro, fucking Lascelles and Burns and them, man. And nah, bro, fuck out of here.
Yo, you got me, man.
Do you know what I'm saying? Now, that's crazy. Man went and spent all that money on Sesko, Mbumo, Cunha, for man to turn around and say that fucking that scruffy Gordon and fucking Elanga are gonna finish above us is crazy.
Yeah, and by the way, let me just clarify this. I don't think it's okay. No, I don't think it's okay. Nah.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think it's okay. My expectation and what I think will happen is two different things. I don't think it's okay. Let me clarify.
Yeah, no, bro. Listen, if we're talking about what we expect from this manager, a completely different conversation. But I'm saying what we should be expecting from this group of players is we should be expecting a top 6 finish anyway.
Yeah, because I don't have I do have issue. My major issue is with the manager. Do we still need improvements with the players? Yes, 100%. 100% we do.
And this is what it is, bro. So you know what it is, bro. Them man got Dan Burn and that. We got fucking Mateus De Ligt, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And Lenny Euro. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just not the same. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the same at all. Now, I mean, they're the right wingers are Lango. We got Mbumo.
Yeah, you got me. I'll give you
Brother,
that.
Man said Gordon ain't scored a goal in 19 games. No one's talking about it. You know why? Because no one cares about Newcastle. How about that? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no one cares about Newcastle. So that's why that's not a stat that man are going to know. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, we're better than Newcastle, man. It's just that all the losing we've done last season, with it, bro, like, the only place we could direct the blame was the players, because that's all we know, bruv. But the reality is we still got better players than all these teams, because every time our players are for sale, they all want them.
I ain't gonna lie, I blame them. Again, it's more on the manager. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know what I mean? They all want our players when they're for sale, bro. So clearly, these men are not that shit.
Yeah. No, I don't. Again, that's why even with just an okay manager, I think we do better. That's why.
Yeah, bro.
I think we do better.
That's it. Man is saying talent-wise, top 6 lowest. I agree. But I can only judge players on talent, because you can't judge players on what the manager's getting out of them, because players play better in under different managers. So I can only judge you on the ability I believe you have.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of these players have ability, way more ability than we're seeing right now. Kobe Mino, the prime example of that. A lot of us fans rate him, but the manager's not playing him. We rate him based on his ability, not based on everything he's done in the game, because he hasn't played a lot of football. But we can see the ability he has.
Yeah. No, you're right. 100%. 100%.
Like, if we put Kobe up for sale, all the top teams in the league would be interested.
No, Mano's a baller.
But he's not playing. Which makes it
even more infuriating, and doesn't make sense why this manager's still in charge. That's where my issue lies. Why is he still in charge? What?
This is it.
That's what I wanted.
So now, bro,
guys, they deserve to get cooked as well.
Yeah, he did. But no one's talking about Gordon because Newcastle.
Gordon, 19 games is crazy.
19 games is crazy, bro.
You can't do that, yo. I rate Gordon, but Jesus.
Nah, but I don't even blame the fan base, bruv. I know the reason why I don't blame the fan base. Because I blame the owners for allowing us to lose this much, to the point where a lot of fans have become almost numb to what it's like to really be Man United. Because if Man United were ruthless, the way they needed to be ruthless, that would have upheld the standards. The owners have allowed the standards to slip by not sacking managers when they should have.
Agreed.
Oli lasted too long. Jose lasted too long. Do you know what I'm saying? Ten Hag lasted too long. And in my opinion, Amarim's lasted too long, because after what he done last season, he wouldn't have got this season.
And this is
do you see what I'm saying? So because the owners haven't been ruthless enough, the fan base have been super tolerant. Like, Chelsea literally finished in a European place here, still sacked Pochettino. They still sacked him. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yo, Spurs won the European Cup and won a trophy for the first time in 17 years and still sacked their manager.
Bro, he turned it around and they said, safe. You did what you're supposed to do anyway, now fuck off. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's how a big club is supposed to behave. Not, oh, you nearly relegated us, here's 200 million for strikers. Fuck off. He would have never seen that. Do you see what I'm saying?
I hear you on that, man.
And that's what it is. So the owners are responsible for how the fans are behaving. The fans are always going to be the fans. Don't expect sense from fans because they're too emotional. So don't expect rationale from emotional people. The owners are supposed to be emotionless. They're supposed to be the guys that make the decisions that need to be made. Do you know what I mean? Fans are always going to have their favorites. The owners ain't allowed favorites, bro.
The owners ain't even allowed favorites. And even having your favorites, you got to know when it's time. There's players I like at Manchester United and go, you're not it, or you're not playing. I've called out everybody. There isn't a player I've not called out for a poor performance if I believe you perform poor. Casemiro's one of my favorite players at Manchester United right now. If he performed poor last season,
he's actually done something in the game to be respected.
And I'd say he performed poor. I'd be like, yeah, Casemiro. Like, I don't think he played well against Arsenal. I said this. He's one of my favorite players. And I said this. Like, so, but again, I hear it, man. You know what I'm saying? In that, I hear it. We still need to go into the market, but I hear it.
I hear you.
We still need to go in the market. We still need to, because we kept the manager so much. Because, like I say, currently I don't see us doing anything as constructed, and that's mainly because of the manager.
Yeah, bro. 7 league wins in 10 months, my bro, and he's still here. That's why you doubt the players. Bro, it makes sense. Don't get, because no one can imagine that a man could be this shit. We got to start looking to blame other people. I get it.
But that also wears it like where also the mess is up, because he plays the terrible players.
He does again, but that's his choice. He's choosing to play.
That's where it adds into. He plays Shaw, he plays Mount, he plays Dalot, Hoyle and Garnacho, even those two have left. That's also where the issue lies as well. He don't play the better players. The better players. And even still now, he don't play all of the better players.
But also, because he's not a good manager, he thinks that the better players are a liability because they don't fit into the boxes that he wants them to fit into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they don't have the energy and run around. This is why he don't like Maino and Xerxes. He likes the jerk players. That's what it is. Energy. This is why I liked Mount and Bruno. So I think he played Hoyland and Garnacho for so long. Even when he spoke about Garnacho, we spoke about him being an outlet. Yeah.
Bro, 7 out of 42 is crazy. Yeah. Hey, bro, bro. The guys, let's get them 700 likes. We're on 662. You know what I mean? Let's hit the likes target for the show, man. Epic show. You know what I'm saying? Big up, Flawless. Yeah. You already know what time it is already. What you got coming up later as well, brother?
Yeah, people. Like, first and foremost, big up for having me on as always, Rants. Appreciated, man. Shouts to the chat. Love to all of you lot every single time. Run up the likes here. Subscribe, Sarcasm City TV on YouTube. Also back on Twitch. So get over to Sarcasm City TV as well on there. Coming up tonight, United City show, people. So back with my boy Vato, talking more Manchester United, talking City as well. 11:30 p.m. UK time. That's YouTube, Sarcasm City TV, people. So yeah, please go subscribe. Just recently gone over 15.5, so approaching 16k in it. So run up the likes over there, subscribe, and yeah, if you like what I said, come over, man, to the channel. But run up the likes here and subscribe, man, and buy the fight, people. Buy the fight, pay-per-view, man.
Yo, 100%. This is what it is. What, you want a Red Dead stream later? All right, say less. All right, say less, people. Yeah, man. Make sure you buy the fight. Obviously, the pay-per-view link is pinned. You already know what it is, bro. My treadmill turned off. It turns off after it's been nearly 2 hours. No wonder why it turned off.
Good show, man. What I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Man's out walk the treadmill again. You know them ones. But yeah, people, the pay-per-view link is literally pinned in the chat. So yeah, man, big up everyone. Yeah, I finished Max Payne last night still. So yeah, that's what we're doing, innit? So now big up everyone for obviously supporting the channel. Make sure you're up to date with the vlogs as well. We got another one dropping tomorrow. Yeah, we got another one dropping tomorrow, and that'll be the last one before the fight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're good, man. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV, people. Big up Faz as well. The link to his channel's there in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to that. And yeah, bro, yeah, I'll run Red Dead Redemption tonight, probably 10 o'clock then. You know them ones. So me and Lee's show will be on Thursday, innit? We were meant to have one in his show today, but he had to cancel. So yeah, bruv, me and Lee's show will be on Thursday, people. And then obviously Friday, I'll do my morning Red talk, and then I have to travel up to Wales, innit? I got the weigh-in and the press conference on Friday. A man said the PES 2026 updates out as well. All right, I'll check that out as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you drop a Rants raid in in Monty's chat, brother, and I